Good afternoon. Happy to see you here and happy to be here with you. Before I start my introduction, I'd like to tell both you, students to be, and members of the jury, that you are now living one of the happiest moments of the last 3 days. I call this small holiday TGSL. What are your guesses? What do these four letters stand for?
Teaching.
G is something.
Second language.
Okay, then any other guesses?
Chicken sound great, good.
Very good. Well, I'll give you a hint. There were 23 teachers competing during the 3 days. I'm the 23rd. So what is this? Thanks God she's the last. It's an essential part of your future job. And this is like a life-saving jacket, you know, you have it, you float. You don't have it, you sink. And you let those small little tiny sharks bite you up. It was a joke. Okay, now I come to my serious part. So, I introduce myself. My name is Viola Tomakidon, and I represent the western and for me, the most beautiful part of Ukraine, the Zakarpattia Oblast. This is the land which is embraced by 3 different countries, Slovakia, Romania, and Hungary. And this is the land which is home to many, many cultures, customs, traditions, and languages. And as a result, every morning in my class, I see Romanian, Slovakian, Ukrainian, Russian, Hungarian, and even Roman children. They come to the same class, they share the same desks, with the same desire to do what? To learn English, because this is the bridge in language that serves as a bridge to unite cultures and languages. And it's surprising but the fact that, let's say in the first form, it's easier for them to find information about each other using English than Ukrainian. This is true. Let's say there are villages where 95% of the population is Hungarian. So, do you see what I mean? What do you think? Is it challenging for me? Yes, it is.
Finding approaches.
Of course, and the first challenge begins in the very first school day. You have to introduce yourself, and they introduce themselves, and you have to memorize the names. And here come this: Iboyo, Reiko, Gengi, Deji, Derek, Magdi, and Lord. But what I do is difficult, but the next day, when I enter the classroom, I know all their names. So this is challenging for a teacher. Every time, especially when working with multilingual students that have multilingual backgrounds, it's rewarding as well because your students and you get enriched with their culture, with their way of thinking. Well, and what I want to show you today is that during the years of teaching, I have always been looking for ways to unite these nations, to teach them not only English but tolerance. And there are many, many approaches to teaching a child. And I want to talk about one of them. So, okay, let's imagine I speak Hungarian, and I do speak it, as well as Ukrainian, I mean on this level. And I come to your linguistic university. You call me, and you want to ask this question, good? Okay, so please call me. I'm sitting at home. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Where has he gone?
Is Nebrum? What did I say? Something in Hungarian. But what?
That's fine. I don't know.
Probably. Okay, let's check. We meet in the street. Yeah, you ask the same question.
Hello. Where has he gone?
I don't know. What did I say now? I don't know. Nebrum. Okay, Nebrum. I don't know. So, this body language, the facial expression, the movement, the setting, the music, everything helps to add to understanding. I made a mistake here, but anyway, if you came across a person, you meet a person and you see his or her facial expression, You understand whether she's sad or happy, right? Or tired or excited. So visualizing is very important. And what I want to add to this is 90% of the information that comes to our mind is visual. How do you perceive information? Which is easier for you? To listen to it or to see it? Very good for you, because twice exceptional students are usually visual learners. Twice exceptionals are intelligent, bright, good students. So you seem to be these kind of students if you are visual learners. And using visual aids in class will enhance your students' understanding of the language up to 400%. Good. So, but there is another, I would like to ask you, what kind of learning skills, language skills do you know? There are 4. Listening,
Reading, writing, speaking.
Okay, so today I'm going to talk using video in class, and do you think it can help develop these skills?
Yes.
Of course, art.
Visual learners.
Yes, okay, exactly, very good. And what other skills are important for students besides listening, learning, reading, critical thinking skills, creative thinking, and I would add life thinking skills. And it may sound strange, but with the help of video, we can help our students pick out information from loads of information that is there on the internet and around, to pick only that information you will need to use. So today we talk about developing visual literacy with the help of incorporating video in class. And we can teach the children such a life skill like negotiation skills. I will give you a hint how we do it. You will work in pairs, and you will need to choose one answer. Do you think you will always agree on everything? No, you'll have different opinions.
We should find a common ground.
A common ground, right. You have to come to an agreement. Do you use a fist? Probably not. So you negotiate things, right? So this is when we learn negotiation skills. You buy a house, you need to learn to negotiate, right? Life skill. Okay, another thing is time management skills. What do you think? How do I use this?
Lessons in 45 minutes, and we need to do everything. That is fun.
Okay, good. So for instance, I tell you, you have 20 seconds to complete the exercise. And you really do have 20 seconds. And this means that you learn to manage your time. Presentation skills. How do you understand this? But when I'm talking about video.
We should present our idea and organize it. For instance, when we work in pairs or in group, we should use negotiation skills and presentation skills.
Okay. Ladies, Yana, what do you think?
Well, I also think that it's about the presentation of the ideas and opinions.
Very good. Okay. So actually the presentation is the final product of something that you do, right? You present it. Then conflict resolution skills. What about this one? Can it be taught through video? Anna, what do you think?
Yes, I think that we can be taught through video and
Okay, for instance, you want to teach your children this skill, conflict resolution. What do you do? So you pick up a video. What kind of video do you take?
that teach us
Okay.
the entertainment
Sorry?
video.
Entertainment video?
Something encouraging.
Well, something?
Encouraging.
What kind of conflict resolution skills will you teach them with an entertaining video? If, for example, there is a conflict between a husband and a wife, and you stop the picture, you can teach your students to find a solution, like to think of what could be done,
I love this.
right? But I don't think with an entertaining, but probably I just haven't thought of that. Might be. And the problem-solving skills, because you always have a set problem to solve most of the time. Right. What sort of video to use, ladies? What do you think?
That is one of the topic of class.
Mhm.
Also, some video that can make you not only entertained, but make you think.
Okay, very good ideas. Have you heard? So mostly we use the video, we take the video which is to the point. We just do not bring anything in class, pop it in and sit at the back, letting our students watch it. We bring something that has a point in there, using it. Okay. Any other ideas? I mean, films, only films? What else?
I thought it could be also short, but informative.
Good.
It can be some more information, but like initial time.
Okay, very good. So timing is very important. You don't bring a long video. You may take just a 30-second or a minute, but you always have a goal to use it. Okay, no need to bring 20 minutes long. There are things to watch. Good. So what I suggest is you could use any kind of videos, game shows, advertisements, news, documentaries, and anything. But I wouldn't advise to do one thing. What do you think? What is that? What wouldn't you bring to class if you were teachers and you will be teachers? Okay, you watch a film. You can go back, you stop the picture if you didn't understand something or overheard it, go back in time. But sometimes you can't. When? With live shows. So I wouldn't advise using live shows because you might yourself as a teacher over here and then you stand there and like, sorry, I overheard it. It's not a good idea to use. Now, what do we do next? Is you complete a short task. So that's step by step. And you have these 4 short white sheets, pieces of papers, and you work in groups, okay? I mean in pairs. You 2, and then try to work yourselves. Okay. So what we need to do is to put the jumbled sentences in the right order, of course. This is not something unfamiliar to you. Okay, ready? Good. Yana, please tell me, what is your first sentence?
Therefore, should I go into the world and start?
Good. Ladies, you are order.
And next, smell the water as in as well as
Good. Alexina, your third. Opening the microwave and sorry, I cannot see your badge. Katya, sorry, Katya, what is the last?
give the video the thumbs up if you like it.
Good. Katya, why did you choose the give the video the thumbs up if you like it to be the last?
Because then I can just say if you like it or if you don't like. And you know, after the video I can always say it.
Yeah, so you can say this sentence or you could give the video thumbs up or thumbs down only after you have watched it, right? So with this kind of exercise, you ask the students, why did you make this choice or that choice? And this helps to develop their critical thinking. The thumbs up cannot normally go at the beginning, right? What other words helped you to understand that, let's say, the second sentence is the second sentence? Linkers like?
Next.
Next. So you again emphasize for your kids to pay attention to these linkers. Next, first, final. Good? For them to successfully cope with the tasks. Good. Now, what else? What kind of grammar point can we teach? Like, you put it, you drive, you... The imperative. Okay, what concerns vocabulary? So it's food-related vocabulary. And there is one important thing that when you use the video, you teach them real English. How would you say poklaste? Put. Okay. Now look for 2 words that are used instead of put. Pop and drive the ingredients into the mug, and pop the mug into the microwave oven. So this is where you can teach them real English. Yeah? They go to America, they leave and start their freshmen, and then just drive them in. Like, what is that? Shall I drive a car or something? Understand? So it's a good way to use sending video to teach real English. Good. Now, so the advantage of using this kind of exercise is that it leads to students' deeper understanding how language works in real life. I mean, besides developing their reading and listening and watching, because anyway you have to show a video, right? And using grammar imperatives, extending their vocabulary. The key message is teaching real English. Good. Now, let's put the different stuff. What do you think of this one? What could this one be about? Hannah?
We should find
Okay.
5 or 10 differences. Yes.
A couple of differences. It depends.
Yes.
Okay, before you watch the video or after you watch? Of course, after. But what do you do before? Is there anything to do with your students before? Okay, you might show a picture, a good example. Any
Ask
other?
them to memorize some moments.
But this is while watching. And what can you do before?
Ask them to predict.
Ask them to predict. Very good. If you tell them what they are going to watch, then you can ask them to predict, probably, because it could be, I don't know, any kind of video. Good, what I prepared for you is on these yellow sheets of paper. You have this other different steps. There is a short text, and you now imagine that you are the students of the fourth form, okay, not students now and future teachers. You are now the students of the fourth form. So you please choose one of the 2 underlined variants, just based on your experience. You circle. But there is no right or wrong answer at this point, so don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's okay. You have 20 seconds to do that. Okay, what will be your instruction for the students if you were a teacher, or in the future when you are a teacher? What is the next step?
To just find
Okay, so what we do now is you watch the video attentively, yeah, and you look for those details to see whether the predictions were right.
This must be the best spot ever on the time. But what are we going to wear? Good idea. Let's ask Joe. Wake up, sleeping beauty. Wake up. Wake up, stinky face. Wake up.
Good. So what we have here, she's wearing a beautiful pink brown dress. Who said pink? Everybody said what? She's a little girl, normally girls like pink. Okay. Then the next one, she has pink shoes on or no shoes on. How many of you chose pink shoes?
Yeah.
Okay. And again, well, I think based on the same way of thinking. Pink dress, pink shoes. Good. She has a bunny or a monster in her hands. Bunny. She goes to the wardrobe or to the desk and opens it. Wardrobe, because she's looking for clothes. So she can normally look for clothes in the wardrobe, not in the desk. And she's trying to wake her sister up with a toilet bowl brush or a magic stick.
The toilet bowl, the toilet bowl.
How many of you chose the toilet bowl brush? Surprising, you choose the princess's dress, big shoes, and then the toilet bowl brush. I can see no logic. But if you're a girl, so you can look.
But it's difficult to choose magic stick, and there should be something.
Something? Yeah. But you are now thinking as an adult, as a girl of 19, and I asked you to go there. No? A couple of years back, 8 years back. So, well, this activity is good for what? What do you think? Critical thinking, right? Yeah. Were you reading?
Yeah.
So do we develop reading skills?
Yeah.
Of course. And finally, this is just fun, isn't it? I find it fun. It's again a life jacket that makes your lessons be not boring. Well, the next. So, again, the key message is that this one develops watching, reading, and critical thinking skills. But I mean, not only watching for detail. So you didn't pay attention, I don't know, to the bed or to the color of the floor. You were just concentrating on the shoes, on the wardrobe, on the desk, on the toilet bowl brush. Yeah? And this is the life skill. Again, teach your students to pick up only the information they need out of those that exist. Good. Now start practicing your future job. This is what I suggest. So I would like you to work in groups of 3 and you 4, okay, because there are 10 of you. So what you do, I'll give you the sheet of paper. And you will first watch a really short introduction to an advertisement. And you will, in group, try to decide, using negotiation skills, what kind of activities could be done with the kids, based on this short video. Ready? You just watch it now, and then you'll have a minute or 2 to work.
It was Christmas Eve, and everyone in the Thomas family was dreaming sweet dreams. Nicky and Debbie were dreaming about what Santa would bring them. Mr. Thomas was dreaming of a new bat. Mrs. Thomas was dreaming of something else. Finally, of course, we had Nog. Nog was not dreaming sweet dreams. Nog was having a nightmare.
Okay, now you have, let's say, 1 minute, good, to think of 1 or 2, 3 exercises that you could make based on this. Okay, time's up. So, group 1, what are your ideas?
Our first idea was to ask kids to predict the continuation of the story.
Okay.
And
The next is fill in the gaps, like we listen to the
Okay, get filling task. Very nice.
I thought we just ask questions based on
Okay, very good. Your ideas.
the first one, to pick up the main characters out of the list.
Good.
Out of the list.
And what do you think? Who are the main characters?
Children, mom,
Very good. So you will be using them. I spot the difference. Thanks.
And again to the picture presentation and story.
Okay, very nice. Predict the continuation of the story. What will happen next? What do you think?
We agree with the previous team. First task is to continue the story, but with some constructions which we are starting at the moment, or with some words,
Okay.
vocabulary, something
Good.
like that.
So this provides good language practice production, yeah? Practice production.
And the next one is to play the characters in roles.
Very good. Role play the characters. Like sleeping or kissing. Let's do that. Or the cat or the flying. Yeah, very good. This is especially a very important thing to do because besides visuals and audios, there are all those children who are kinesthetics. They are not bad apples, they are not bad kids. They just need to touch something and to move all around. So it's a good idea to use, especially in the primary school. Great. Then, any others?
You can ask also children to write an essay. Maybe when they are older.
Yes, you can
They are
Okay, we can talk about dreams and you mentioned a very nice thing, so we can develop the students' writing as well. Right? Coming out of our project with you. Okay, very good. And there are a couple of other kinds of things to do with videos like split viewing. This is some students just hear a sequence and some students both see and hearing, and then they have to tell the content to the partner. So it's another interesting activity to do. But my favorite is introducing subject for debate, especially in upper classes. Do you think a video should be only English?
Maybe it would be words.
Yeah, of course. A video does not have to have sound. It may be just soundless. In my case, this is an advertisement, an Ukrainian one, and any advertisement has a key message, or any video has a key message. So the students need to learn to find and convey the meaning. So I'd like you to just watch it. You already know the advertisement, and think of the topics that you might introduce for debate. Good?
Long ago, eyes were wet, walking through the desert over there. They were running away from this world. It's time.
Okay, what do you think about this? What topic can I introduce?
Informational technologies in our life.
Good. Or crazes. Yeah? Mobile, craze. Very nice. This one? Extreme sports, extreme hobbies. Are they dangerous? Are they risky? Or do people have to do them?
Шукайте хештег «Завжди онлайн» у своєму смартфоні та отримуйте незабутні враження. Справжні супершвидкі ключі від Kyivstar.
Okay, I stop the picture here. What do you say about this? What topic do we introduce? This is the map of Ukraine. Actually, it looks like a heart. It is the map of Ukraine. And what do you think? Look at it. Critically.
Not only can have this.
Yeah? Okay. So, not the whole territory of Ukraine is covered with internet. Why? Peace and war. I would call it better, politically correctly call it conflict. Good. So we could talk about how conflict in a country influences business, right? So using a video, you might introduce a lot of different subjects for debate. Finally, what song was playing? Hard Kiss.